Hi, I'm Travis Frakes. I'm one of the postdocs in Kilachand Honors College. I teach both studio and seminar courses in the first year, as well as the Keystone Project Proposal courses.
Oh, sorry, froze a little bit. My name is Ilana Keusch. I'm a freshman in the Kilachand Honors College. I'm studying political science in CAS, and I was lucky enough to be part of both the studio and seminar Dr. Franks taught first semester.
Yeah, so we wanted to make this video in order to talk about what the first year courses look like, the intended outcomes, and then our experiences from them both as from the professional side and then from a student experience point of view. So first, I would say that in our two different types of courses, there's studios, which is a 2-course cycle. There's 111 that you'll take in the fall and 112 that you take in the spring. And those are different courses in the sense that they the first one introduces you to different types of academic writing. So you will learn not only how to do an argumentative essay, but how to write a review of a creative work, whether it be a TV show, a play, a ballet, something like that. But you'll also work on various types of writing assignments that have real world applicability outside of the classroom. The second half of that course is 112, which students take in the spring, and that is a research-focused course in which students develop their own research projects and present on them at the end of the semester. Seminars are different because they're focused on a range of topics. The one that I taught previously was art history, misrepresentations of history through art. But regardless of whatever the content is, one of the intended outcomes is to introduce students to the disciplinary aspects of whatever field of study they're working in. So my students learned what it is that an art historian does and how to go about doing that work. But another one of those outcomes, given the mission of KHC, was to focus on interdisciplinary approaches to art history. So we approached art history from fields as broad as cultural studies, literary studies, really the gamut of humanities. Across all of these courses, we work on critical interpretation skills, independent research, and presenting the material in a variety of different formats. One of the points that we stress in all of these courses is how do we take the knowledge that we create during the course of the semester and spread it to different audiences. So the courses focus often on remediation, where there'll be a semester-long research paper, but then also either a TED Talk style presentation at the end or a Wikipedia page, some other way to disseminate that information to a broader audience. So I've asked Ilana to be here because I wanted her to talk about what she's gained from both studio and seminar and just the first year in general. And as she mentioned, she was in both my studio and seminar classes and is currently enrolled in my 112 section. So I can't think of a better person to ask about what these different courses introduced her to.
Thank you very much, Dr. Franks. First, to kind of go off the structure you set up, the studio class for me was really helpful to kind of hone in my skills as a writer. I spent a lot of time in high school writing for AP exams or for a specific style that a teacher expected. And it was really kind of helpful to break out of that shell and explore different types of writing, different types of academic text to really understand in the rest of my classes. My course of study requires a lot of reading of academic texts, so it was definitely helpful. Even the review, which you wouldn't even necessarily expect to be the most kind of exciting part, helped me to get on to the feature section of the Daily Free Press. So this is all just really helpful in kind of life and school. And then for the seminar class, I chose it because it was really exciting to me. I love art. I love art history. I wanted kind of this creative outlet with an academic side. And that's exactly what I got. There was analysis of history, and there was analysis of writing. We read for Halloween, we read the story about the mound builders, which was really, really interesting. And just kind of seeing how all these different things apply to art, and specifically kind of what I researched was monuments, especially surrounding the conversation recently about whether or not monuments should be taken down they have problematic histories. And it felt like we were studying history and the news and just very relevant information, even though you may not think of art history as being such a relevant topic.
Great. And to that point, I think one of the best experiences that I've had so far at KHC was inviting a local artist and activist named Tori Bullock to join us. Ilana's research and presentation was on the Freedmen's Memorial in DC, which of course there's a version here in Boston. And Tori Bullock led the campaign to have that statue removed, successfully led a campaign to have it removed. And he was kind enough to join us in class and answer students' questions and give feedback. And so, like Ilana said, and as I said earlier, it's taking this information and seeing how it connects, not only outside of just historical research, but in the community around us right here and right now. Another great experience, I think, about taking the first year courses is that, and what makes Kilachand really unique in terms of the curriculum, is that our first year studios are based around several anchor texts, which everybody, regardless of whichever section you're in, every student will read or watch and talk about these in class. Often you write about them. And we try to set up co-curricular events to go with them. So when I first got here to BU, given my interest in Indigenous studies, I was really thrilled to first to have the documentary Dawnland included as one of our anchor texts. But to go even further beyond that, we had a co-curricular event in which the film's director, one of the producers, and two of the stars of the film came and had a panel for our students on campus. So it's both in the work we do in the classroom, and then with the extra co-curriculars and that kind of stuff. There are so many opportunities to take what we learn and talk about in the class and apply it to the world around us, whether it be in Boston or even beyond. So thanks very much, Ilana, and thank y'all for joining us.